Couple adopts triplets no one wanted. Hours later, doctors reveal a truth that shatters everything. Imagine this, dear ladies. A couple who've poured their souls into a dream of parenthood, battling years of silent heartbreak, their arms aching for a child, any child, to hold. Then, one golden day, they're handed not one, but 3 tiny miracles. Triplets born too soon, fragile as whispers, rejected by all but them. Their joy is a fragile flame, flickering bright after endless tears, lighting up their quiet Tennessee farmhouse with hope, until a routine doctor's visit, just hours after signing the adoption papers, explodes into a revelation so shocking it tears their world apart like a storm through a cornfield. These babies aren't just miracles. They're tied to a secret so deep, so personal, it'll wrench your heart wide open and leave you sobbing into your tea. In the sunlit fields of rural Shelbyville, Tennessee, where the air smells of earth and longing, this tale of love, loss, and a truth that rewrites everything is about to unfold. Grab your hankies and settle in, 'cause this one's gonna break you down and build you back up again. It's September 10th, 2023, in Shelbyville, Tennessee. A sleepy town where the cornfields stretch golden under a late summer sun, swaying gentle as a lullaby, and Lena and Mark Tanner, both 32, stand in their weathered farmhouse kitchen, hands clasped tight, hearts pounding like drums at a county fair. They've been married 8 years, ever since that humid June evening when they vowed forever under an oak tree, dreaming of a life filled with the kind of chaos only kids can bring, little feet stomping through mud, laughter echoing off peeling paint, a table piled with sticky plates. Lena, with her hazel eyes and chestnut curls, saw herself baking cookies for a brood. Mark, broad-shouldered and steady, pictured teaching them to fix tractors, his calloused hands guiding tiny ones. But nature's been a cruel gatekeeper. 3 long years of trying, month after month of negative tests, and not a single flutter of life where a heartbeat should be. Lena's hope dimmed with every empty cycle. She'd sit on their sagging porch swing, staring at the horizon, whispering, "Why not us?" Her eyes, once bright with dreams, grew shadowed. Her smile, once quick, faltered under well-meaning questions from neighbors. "When's your turn, honey?" Mark, the rock she leaned on, hid his own ache. Nights spent tinkering in the barn, wrench slipping as his mind drifted to the empty nursery upstairs, its walls bare, its silence mocking. Friends had babies, shower invites piled up, tiny booties taunted from Facebook feeds, while they had nothing but a quiet house and a growing pile of medical bills. "We're enough," Mark would say, pulling her close, but his voice trembled, and Lena knew he felt the void as deep as she did. Their journey turned brutal, unexplained infertility, the doctors called it, after a year of tests in a sterile Nashville clinic. Lena's diagnosis landed like a punch. "My body's broken," she'd sob into Mark's chest, her dreams of swollen bellies and midnight cravings slipping through her fingers like sand. Mark's low sperm count was a quieter wound. "Not enough to stop us," the doctor said, "but combined." And the shrug that followed was a dagger. No clear fix, just chance, they were told, and every specialist visit drained their hope a little more. IVF loomed, a $15,000 gamble per round, a price tag that laughed at their modest savings from Mark's mechanic gig and Lena's part-time bookkeeping. "We'll find a way," Mark vowed one stormy night, rain hammering the tin roof, Lena's tears soaking his flannel shirt. But the numbers didn't bend, and their bank account stayed stubbornly small. Then, adoption sparked, a fragile light in their dark. "If we can't make 'em, we'll love 'em," Mark said, eyes fierce, and Lena nodded, clinging to the lifeline. But the process was a war of its own, endless paperwork, home studies by stern social workers poking at their patched-up life, psych evaluations that left Lena raw. Birth moms passed them over. "Too simple," one said, eyeing their faded curtains, and rejection stung like nettles. "Are we enough?" Lena whispered, curled on their lumpy couch, doubt choking her voice. Mark knelt, took her hands. "We're everything they'll need, darling." Months crawled, hope faded, until August 2023. A call shattered the quiet. "A birth mom chose you," the agency said. "Triplets premature. No one wants him. Lena's breath caught. 3. Mark grinned, tears brimming. Our miracle, Lena. 3 miracles. Joy surged like a river breaking a dam. They'd be parents, finally, after years of aching. The agency laid it bare. Born at 28 weeks, 3 pounds each, mom's young, overwhelmed, can't keep him. Lena and Mark didn't flinch. We'll take 'em all. The nursery rushed to life. 3 cribs squeezed in, painted soft blue, yellow, green, Lena's hands shaking as she stenciled stars. Mark hauling in diapers by the crate. September 9th, they meet them. Neonatal unit, incubators humming. Ella, Milo, Ivy, tiny as dolls, fists clenched, eyes shut tight. Lena weeps, pressing a hand to the glass. They're ours, Mark. His voice cracks. Family, right here. They sign papers, hearts soaring. Hours later, a routine checkup, just to be safe. Dr. Patel calls them in, face grim. Mr. and Mrs. Tanner, there's something in their genes. We need to talk. Lena's knees buckle. What's wrong with my babies? Mark grips her. Tell us now. The truth's a bomb. Ticking loud. Hours-old parents, teetering on a ledge, their dream dangling by a thread. The Shelbyville Hospital's neonatal ward hums with soft beeps and antiseptic whispers. Lena clutches Mark's arm so tight her nails dig crescents into his skin. Dr. Patel's words, genetic anomaly, ringing like a church bell tolling doom. Ella, Milo, and Ivy lie in their incubators, fragile as spun sugar, wires snaking over skin so thin you can see blue veins beneath, their tiny chests rising and falling, oblivious to the storm breaking over their new parents' heads. Mark's voice cuts through, steel over a tremor. What anomaly? What's that mean from? Dr. Patel adjusts his glasses, hesitates. Tests show they're not just triplets linked to each other. There's a connection to someone else. Another child, possibly a sibling. Lena's gasp is sharp, a knife in the quiet. Are they ours or not? Her hazel eyes flood, panic clawing up her throat. Not that, Patel says quick. They're yours legally, but tied to you somehow beyond the adoption. We're digging deeper. Mark's fist clenches. How? A mix-up? Patel shrugs, weary. Could be adoption records? Birth mom's story. Something's off. Agency's been alerted. Days bleed into a haze. Lena barely eats, hovering by the incubators, stroking Ella's tiny hand through the plastic. You're mine, baby girl. While Mark paces the farmhouse porch, boots thudding, muttering. What if they're not really ours? The agency calls, voice clipped. Birth mom's Kaylee, 19, broke, gave him up fast. Said the dad's unknown. Some guy she barely knew. Lena's gut twists. Unknown? That's it. Mark stops cold. She's lying, has to be. The triplets grow, 4 pounds now, eyes fluttering open. Ella's a hazel glint like Lena's. Milo's a stormy gray, Ivy's deep brown. Lena feeds them, bottle trembling, whispering, no one's taking you, but doubt gnaws like termites in the walls. Mark's quieter. What if there's more? And the question hangs, heavy as the humid air. The agency digs. Days later, a call cracks it wide. Kaylee's ex, the father. It's Caleb. Your brother, Mark. Lena drops a bottle, glass shattering on the tile. Caleb. Mark's face drains white as milk. Caleb, 28. His wild little brother. Estranged since a screaming fight 5 years back. Lost to drugs, chaos, silence. No damn way, he chokes. He's been gone. 5 years, Lena. The agency's firm. DNA matches 100%. He's their dad. Lena's knees hit the floor. Our baby's his blood? Mark storms out, boots kicking gravel. Why'd he hide this? Why now? Caleb's shadow looms large. Once Mark's shadow, tagging along to fish the creek. Then a stranger after college, spiraling into addiction, cutting ties. He knew. Lena asks, voice breaking. Agency says. Kaylee swears he bolted when she told him she was pregnant. Thought they didn't make it, never checked. Conflict explodes. Mark tracks Caleb's old haunts, calls dead-end numbers, finally leaves a voicemail. "Meet us, you coward." Lena sobs into Ivy's blanket. They're ours, not his. Days crawl. Then a diner meet, Shelbyville's edge neon flickering. Caleb slinks in lean, hollow-cheeked, 28 looking 40, jeans frayed, eyes darting. "Didn't know they lived," he mutters. Kaylee said she lost him. "I was wrecked, drugs, shame. Didn't want to drag you down." Lena glares, fists balled. "They're ours now, Caleb." He flinches. "I was a mess, still am. Didn't want this for him." Mark snaps. "You left us too, you bastard. Walked out. Family didn't matter." Caleb's eyes well up. "Thought you'd hate me." "I hated me." Tension coils tight. Lena pleads, "Stay away, please." But Mark wavers. "He's their dad, Lena." Caleb begs, "Just let me see him once. I won't fight you." Hospital visit. Triplets coup. Caleb peers through incubator glass, trembling. "They're mine." Lena's heart splits wide. Love wars with terror. "You abandoned him," she hisses, voice low so nurses don't hear. "Didn't know," he cries. "I'd have tried, I swear." Mark pulls her back. "He's blood, darling." She shakes her head. "They're ours by heart, not his mistakes." Conflict peaks. Agency warns. He's got legal rights if he pushes. Lena clutches Milo close. "No one's taking my babies." Caleb's past. Addiction, bar fights, a trail of broken promises. Clashes with their fragile, hard-won joy. Night falls, farmhouse dark. Mark whispers, "What's best for him?" Lena's firm, tears streaking. "Us. Always us." But Caleb's shadow lingers, a crack in their dream they can't seal shut. The Shelbyville autumn deepens, a crisp chill settling over the Tanner farmhouse as the cornfields fade from gold to brittle brown, rustling mournful under a graying Tennessee sky. Inside, Lena rocks Ella, Milo, and Ivy to sleep in their nursery. 3 cribs wedged tight, painted stars glowing faint under a dim lamp, their tiny breaths her lifeline after weeks of chaos. It's mid-October 2023, and Caleb's shadow, Mark's estranged brother, the triplets' biological father, looms larger since that diner showdown. Lena's fierce, a lioness guarding her cubs. They're ours, Mark, ours alone. But Mark's softer, torn by blood ties. He's trying, Lena. He's their dad. Caleb's supervised visits spark flickers of something raw. Ella's tiny fist grips his finger like she knows him. Milo stares with stormy eyes that mirror his. Ivy coos soft as if soothing his jagged edges. He's changing, Mark insists, watching Caleb fumble a lullaby, but Lena's gut screams. He'll break them, break us. Nights stretch long. She clutches Mark under their patchwork quilt. "We fought too hard for this." He nods, stroking her hair. "But Caleb's not the enemy, darlin'. Not anymore." Doubt gnaws her bones. She sees Caleb in Ivy's deep brown gaze, Milo's stubborn chin, Ella's quick grin, and it terrifies her. Then, a twist rips their fragile peace wide open. Mark finds a letter shoved in their rusted mailbox. No stamp, just scrawled ink on crumpled paper. "Mark, they're mine. I'm clean now, 6 months sober. Give 'em back or I fight for 'em." "Caleb." Lena's rage erupts like a wildfire. "He lied to us." Her voice cracks, hands shaking as she thrusts the note at Mark. His face pales. "He said he didn't want him. Said he'd stay back. They call the agency." Frantic. "Caleb's off the grid. Missed his last check-in with us." The worker says, voice tight, "He's been asking about rights." Panic spikes. Lena locks every door, windows too. "He'll steal 'em, Mark." "I know it." Mark digs deeper, drives to a dingy gas station on Route 41. Corners Caleb's old buddy Jake, a wiry guy with a smoker's rasp. "He's sober," Jake swears, flicking a cigarette. "Got a job at the mill. Talks about his kids non-stop. Says he's got something to prove now." Mark's fist slams the counter. "He abandoned him." Jake shrugs, says he's changed. "Found a reason to fight." Drama explodes. A midnight knock jolts them awake. Lena grabs the baseball bat by the bed, heart hammering. Mark flings open the door. Caleb stands there, wild-eyed but steady, no liquor stench, clutching a battered manila folder. "I'm not here to take em," he yells, hands up. "Read this, please." Lena trembles, bat raised. "Get out now." Mark snatches the folder. Photos spill across the hardwood. A girl, 5, auburn hair and pigtails, smiling under an oak tree. "Lily," Caleb chokes, tears streaming. "My daughter. Died 2 years ago, car crash, my fault. I was high, driving, killed her." Lena's bat clatters to the floor. "You had a daughter?" Caleb nods, collapsing against the wall. "Why I ran from you, from everything. Couldn't face it. Lost her. Lost me." The twist cuts deeper. Folder spills, rehab slips. 18 months clean. A letter in shaky feminine script. "Caleb, I kept Lily's secret. Didn't want you near her after the drugs. She's gone now, crash your truck. Triplets came later." "Kaylee," Lena gasps. "Kaylee hid her from you?" Caleb sobs. "Raw. Found out last month. Digging through old stuff. She never told me Lily lived, died, or about the triplets till they were gone. They're my shot to fix it, to not fail again." Mark's voice cracks. "You think you deserve him after that?" Caleb shakes. "No, but I'll die trying to be better. For her. For them." Sirens wail. Neighbor saw the truck. Called cops. "Trouble here." Caleb steps back. "I'll go. Just know. I'm not running no more." He's cuffed, questioned, released. No crime, just a man drowning in grief. Lena reels. Lily's photo haunts her. Ella's quick smile, Milo's wild curls, Ivy's quiet strength. "He lost a child," she whispers, sinking onto the couch. "Like we lost hope all those years." Mark's torn. He's fighting Lena, fighting himself. Agency calls next dawn. He's petitioning for visitation. Got a lawyer. Drama soars. Triplets sleep upstairs, unaware their fate teeters on a razor's edge. Lena's firm. He's no father to them. But Caleb's grief mirrors her own, a shattered reflection she hates to see. Mark kneels. "What if he's part of this, darlin'?" She clutches Lily's photo. Then we fight harder. The farmhouse creaks under the weight of secrets, love, and a battle just beginning. Shelbyville's winter drapes the Tanner farm in a soft white shroud. Snow dusts the cornfield stubs, glinting under a weak January sun, as Lena and Mark face Caleb's plea head-on. The triplets, Ella, Milo, Ivy. Hit 5 pounds, sturdy now, giggling as they crawl across a quilt Lena's grandma stitched. Their nursery a haven of warmth amid the cold. It's January 15th, 2024, and the agency mediates. Caleb's clean, 18 months, wants a role visitation, not custody. Lena resists, arms crossed. "He's a stranger, Mark." But Mark softens. "He's healing like us." Court looms, a hearing to settle it. Lena relents, voice tight. "Supervised, an hour a week. That's it." Mark nods. "For them, not him." Caleb comes first time. Brings Lily's old teddy, faded pink. Shares her story. She loved stars, called them fireflies in the sky. Ella hugs it tight. Milo gnaws its ear. Ivy stares up. "He's sad." She babbles. Barely a word but piercing Lena's heart. "He loved her." Lena whispers, a crack forming in her wall. Months stitch wounds shut. Caleb steady. Visits every Saturday. Builds trust slow as spring thaw. Lena watches. Ivy mimics his husky laugh. Milo's strength echoes his broad frame. Ella's quick grins match his rare smiles. "They know him," she admits one night. Mark stoking the fireplace. He nods. "Family's messy, darlin'." By April, Caleb's a fixture. Barbecues on the porch, bedtime tales of Lily and tractors. Still supervised but real. Lena softens. "He's not taking him from us." Court grants rights. Limited, 2 hours weekly. No overnights. Caleb vows, "I'll earn every minute." Triplets thrive. Lena's their rock, feeding them mashed peas, kissing scraped knees. Mark's their shield, hoisting them high. Caleb's their bridge, a tether to a past they'll someday ask about. September 10th, 2024. 1 year since adoption. Lena walks the triplets to a small cross in the field, a marker for Lily she and Mark planted. Ella toddles with a daisy. Milo clutches a pebble. Ivy holds Lena's hand. Pretty, she says, pointing at the sky. Lena lays lilies, kneels. You're ours, she whispers. And his a little. Mark hugs her. We're enough, always were. Caleb joins, kneels too. Thank you for them, for this. Snow falls soft. Love binds tight. Scars fade into something beautiful. Family's what we make, Lena writes in her journal. And we made miracles out of ashes. Asterisk, the farmhouse glows, laughter spilling out. A testament to a journey that broke them, then built them stronger. Hello, ladies. Feel this. Loss turns to love, a family reborn from pain. Like, subscribe. Where are you from? More tears and triumphs soon.